Yo, what's going on, my gremlins? Today be showing you how to beat the Totenreich Easter egg super easily on Black Ops 7 zombies. I would recommend getting a fishing pole first. One can spawn on Fishery Island in this yellow barrel by the MXR wall by Deadshot Daiquiri and past the armor wall by there's another fishing rod. By Vulture's Aid, there's also another fishing rod in this building. On Beacon Island by the exfil machine, there's a fourth fishing rod. We're gonna need an Arc XD score streak to open up a secret room. You can find one on Eden Skyline Square by the trap on these boxes right here for free. If you take the zip line from Fishery Island to Core Foundry, right here at this doorway, we want to shoot or melee this. Use the Arc XD to go through this vent to get to the secret room. We want to follow this path. And then we're going to use our speed boost to get across. Once you made it across onto the boat, drive forward into these barrels and blow up. If you end up missing the ramp and you don't make it onto the boat, you can fish out another RCXD for free. Take the zip line back. This will open up a secret room by Pack-a-Punch. In the secret room down this hallway, there's going to be numbers on these doors. 2 of the doors are going to have this symbol underneath of them. In my game, it was 3 and 4. There's going to be jars around the room, and they're going to have a floating head in them with a letter. They correspond with A, B, C, D, and E. So I need C and D in my game. I had D, which is on this shelf. Once you pick up the jar, you want to put it on this white machine. Then get the second jar that you need. Place it on the machine. Now we can pick up this purple essence. From the white machine, if we turn around, we're going to use this purple essence on this claw. We're going to pick up this. Now we can go up to the jail cell and lockpick it. You just want to rotate your analog stick until it starts turning white. And then we can pick up this uranium.
Such an ominous glow.
You want to use the free Glock drop that we got. You want to hoard up a bunch of zombies. Now you need to take out zombies that are floating in the air from the Glock drop. And take out as many as you can, as fast as you can. If you've taken out enough zombies, you're going to get another uranium, pick it up. And that was about all around 9 zombies. After you build the wonder weapon, you want to go to the lighthouse and you want to go to the second floor. Once you make your way up the stairs, underneath this next staircase is going to be a crowbar we can pick up. Now we need to go to this room at Core Foundry by double tap. Make your way to where we got the Groff module. And right here on the shelf there's going to be a note. You want to look for the ID number and the picture of the bullets. A note can also spawn in the room where you bring down the wall jump by dry docks. They can spawn right here and say somebody sabotaged the shipment. There is another note by Tier's Foot in this corner. This one says that they switched out with a chemical bomb. If it says it's been swapped with something chemical, instead of looking for the bullet symbol, you want to look for the skull symbol and match that ID number instead. If it says something about electrifying or shocking, it's the robot head, and the other one will be the beaker. Each crate has the ID number in the bottom right corner of the box. And if you do end up matching it with the wrong number, you won't die, but it's going to give you some type of status effect that'll follow you around for a while. This one says B7, which is the one that I need.
No.
From the note, if we turn around and we take a left, there's another box in this corner. Another one will spawn at Core Foundry, and it's going to be by the VS Recon. If you go to where Speed Cola is and we drop down right here, there's a box right here. The next box is on Fjord Road. By the trap, it'll be in this corner. Once you find the correct box from matching the ID number and or just trial and error, you can pick up this flat gun round. Go to Beacon Island, and right here at this cannon, we want to load up the bullet. And we're going to hit it with the wonder weapon. Go back to spawn to the robot head, and we're going to hold square right here on the robot. Now we can pick up the transmitter. Now we can take the transmitter to this robot, climb up the stairs, and we're going to place it right here. After we replace the transmitter, if we jump down, these lights are going to be blinking. You want to wait for them to pause, and then after they pause, count how many times they blink. Go to double tap, and we need to heat up the zip line. You can use the wonder weapon or a Molotov. Now we can use the zip line, and we're going to go to this transmitter, and we're going to type in the codes that we got from the lights. So one of my codes was 1 and 3, so we're going to try that one first. The left one was 1, and the other one was 3. If you did this correctly, there's going to be a missile barrage. It's also going to spawn in some zombies that we got to take out. Now you want to put in your other code. For me, it was 7 and 4. If you did it correctly, it's going to launch another missile strike. After both missile strikes, you can now pick up the Wonder Barrage score streak. Doing this step in the Easter egg also unlocks it in the crafting bench. Now that we have the Wonder Barrage, you want to go by Melee Macchiato and you want to barrage this building. Barraging the building is going to unlock the stairs to go into this building. Now we're going to be looking for green fish to jump out of the fishing spot. This is a map of all the fishing spots if you're having trouble finding the green fish. If it's the spot, you want to place your fishing rod right here. Wait for the fishing rod to turn blue and reel it in. It's going to spawn in a Ravager that's going to teleport away, flip around, and wait on your tac map for the elite enemy icon to spawn in. It's going to be the Ravager. Ping it and you can follow it wherever it teleports. Take out the Ravager once and then it's going to teleport away. Take it out a second time, it's going to teleport again. And then the third time that you take out the Ravager, it's going to drop the uranium that you need. Now that we have all 3 uranium, go to the secret room that we opened up with the Wonder Barrage. There's going to be this claw machine. We're going to hold square on it. We're going to play a mini game, pick up one of the canisters, and we're going to place it to connect the rest. And you want to keep it in the green bar. So we've already done too much for this one. If you got it in the green, you've done it correctly, and now you can pick up the core. You can't run after you pick it up. We're going to take the core, we're going to bring it to quick revive, and we're going to put it on this stack of pallets right here. Go behind quick revive, and in this room to the left is a generator. Hold square, it's going to start like some type of lockdown step. Now we just need to defend the core. At some point it's going to stop making progress, and we have to run into here. We have to restart the generator. And just go back to defending it at quick revive. Fix the generator a second time after it says objective update. Now we can pick the core back up. Bring the core all the way to Deadshot Daiquiri, and we're going to place it on this barrel. Icicles are going to be shooting out of the ground. We can just melee them to make them go away. It's going to start a mini cutscene between the robot and the giant. After the cutscene's over, run to the robot's foot. There's going to be this piece of meat that we can pick up. Now we're going to run over to Vulture's aid and we're going to put the meat on this fire. We do have to light it with the wonder weapon. So go ahead and use a secondary attack on it. Now it's on fire. Now we need a disciple injection. If we go to the church by mule kick, hopefully you haven't opened it up yet. It's okay if you did, but whenever you open it up, it's going to give you a free disciple injection. Now we need to use the disciple injection in this room. And we need to pick up zombies and we need to throw them at the meat. Once you've done it successfully, it's going to start a lockdown step. It also automatically gives you a max ammo, but we need to take out this guy. After you take him out, he's going to drop the sunstone, pick it up. We're going to take the sunstone to the church, and we're going to place it on this podium right here. Now we need to melee the stone with the wonder weapon. These arrows are going to pop up in the sky. Now we're going to look for the arrows that has 1 line, 2 lines, and 3 lines. Those correspond with the symbols that they're pointing at. So the one that has 1 line for me is an M. Then the one with the 2 lines is the sideways omen symbol. And the one with 3 lines is 2 V's. We're going to run around the map and we're going to look for the symbols. My first symbol was M. We need to use the charge attack of the wonder weapon on it. Now you found the second one. We're going to use the charge attack on it. And this is the third one, and we have to charge attack it. After you've done all 3 in order, the arrows are going to start spinning, and they're all going to end up pointing to the robot. At this point in the Easter egg, you want to ready up for the boss fight. Now that you're ready for the boss fight, you want to go into the robot. Once we spawn in, we can go to this terminal and start the boss fight. Once you get into the boss fight, Dravicar and the robot are going to start fighting. Just let them fight and train the zombies and wait for red spots to pop up on Dravicar. These are going to be his critical spots and you can do the most damage to him. After you've done some damage, the ice spikes are going to try to block your training route, so just go ahead and break the ice for your training route. Eventually, Dravicar is going to make an area of the map cold. It's going to be indicated by this red flashing area on the boss arena. I would either just move out of the way of that area or just hold out the wonder weapon so that you don't get frozen and start taking a lot of damage. And if the middle area gets frozen, just use the trap and stand in that little circle. Eventually, Dravicar is going to win the fight between him and the Origins robot. Make sure you're not standing in the middle of the arena because he is going to throw a big ice wall attack and it does a ton of damage to you if it hits you. Now you're on the floating head step. A floating head's gonna spawn in, and whenever it looks at you and its eyes turn red, it's gonna shoot ice spikes at you. You want to throw the Wonder Weapon's charged attack into its mouth. You can also use a grenade or a Molotov. You know you successfully done this whenever the head drops down, you can do damage to the head. Dravacar is going to start using runic attacks. You can either hide behind a rock or you can learn how to dodge them. The one with the V's, you just have to go side to side. The arrow one's going to land in one specific area, so it's really tight, so just keep running away from that one. And if it's the end, it's like a shotgun shell, so just try to dodge those or hide behind a rock. And you don't have to worry about the zombies because the rocks are going to start taking out the zombies as they fall on the map. There's also one that's a straight line that's really easy to dodge, and all you have to do is go prone for that. Once he's done attacking, get out of the middle of the map, he's going to do another ice wall, and the heads are going to spawn back in, except this time it's going to be 2 heads. Take out both of the heads. Now you're on the last phase of the boss fight. He's going to make 2 areas cold on the map. Usually he's going to make the middle cold, so just make sure that you're using that trap. Dodge his runic attacks and keep doing damage to his red spots. Eventually his face is going to turn red, and that's going to be his main critical spot. Shoot him in the face until you defeat the boss, and Tyr's going to do the last bit of damage to him. And congratulations, you beat the boss fight. So if this guide helped, make sure to leave a like. If you're enjoying the Black Ops 7 content, make sure to subscribe. If you want to see me do more Easter eggs or side Easter eggs on Totenreich, make sure to check out my Totenreich playlist, but it's been muted. I'm going to let this cutscene play, and I hope you have a good day.
Listen to me, you shape-shifting Schweinhund. You will return what was stolen. Fire, little man. By your hands, the Dark Ether is unraveling.
We should be so fucking lucky.
Which would also mean the death of the fleeting pockets of reality you call home. Before we confront our former slave master, you will restore balance to this realm, as she foretold.
Wait. You expect us to save the Dark Ether?
You think you know this place? You do not. The Dark Ether is the source of all material existence. Without it, there can be no Big Bangs, no universes, no you.
We've dedicated our lives to ending this threat.
Then you've been fighting the wrong war. For to win it would mean the annihilation of all.
Oh, is freeing your buddies causing this place to come apart?
Once, we were innumerable. Now only 4. Through us, raw chaos and memories are given new form. Substance. Direction. Before imprisonment, our intent was focused by places of power. But now those are controlled by the man you call the Warden. With our temples in ruin, the loom of creation runs out of control.
How do we restart this engine?
Journey to the place of fire. Liberate my sister and retrieve the World Seed. You will need it to cleanse the nexus of the rot that befouls it. And then we shall teach the slaver the error of his ways.